Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show, folks, here on WAT Radio. And you're watching us on channel 18 BTC Fiber TV. And don't forget to check out BTC Fiber YouTube page, guys. We appreciate the subscribers. It's definitely past what we asked people, that magic number 1,000, and it's still going.
Could you not reach 2,000?
Anything's possible. So yes, we can do that. Yes. You gotta believe that. And yeah, that'll be our new goal, be 2,000. Why not? You gonna set a goal, set a big one.
Thank you, sir.
How you doing today, Papa?
Well, if I could throw my cane away, I would be much better off.
They're pecan crisps.
Yeah.
It slows me down. See, Charles?
Yeah, it also keeps you from falling.
Well, I have not had any major falls since I've been using the cane.
Right. Gee, I wonder why.
I'm still paying for the trips to the emergency room.
I know. That cane is what's helping. Shoot, I'd choose a cane any day over a fall.
My pastor says it makes me look distinguished.
It does. It does. I like that. Well, it's another hot, muggy day, Papa.
90 degrees.
Yeah, it's the heat index this summer's been just unreal, though.
Out west, though, Billy, it's 125.
I did, but it's a different type of heat, though. I'm telling you.
Well,
They don't have all that humidity. The humidity's what's brutal.
But I bet you people are kicking those high air
But now
conditioners up.
that's
They're telling
extremely
people not to use
hot.
their electric cars.
Shoot, I ain't gonna talk about those stupid electric cars. Anyway.
California's, I think that's all they've got.
No, that's all their governor would like for them to have, yes. But no, that's why a lot of people are moving from there. I don't blame them. But it's not all electric cars out there. No, there's plenty of non-electric cars.
Do you think we'll ever get away from the old gasoline engine?
No. And it's funny, it always cracks me up because those politicians that push for it, none of them own electric cars or anything. So
I would say
they're the biggest
cost is going to be
hypocrites ever.
prohibitive for a person to indulge in
Well,
buying
of course
a vehicle.
they'd raise the price. Trust me, we don't need to go to electric cars. Do you want it to be where they can just literally turn it off at any point in time? We ain't going to no electric cars, I assure you that.
Well, if I can't buy gas for mine,
You'll be able to buy gas, so it's all good, Papa. All good.
but I can't afford an electric car either, so
Exactly.
I'll buy a bicycle.
Right. I've noticed a lot of people riding their bikes. Don't blame them. Which it's so hot outside though, but now in the fall and spring that would feel good. It really would.
Yeah, and well, in the wintertime it'd be too cold.
I know it, and that's what I hate. Like summertime takes forever, wintertime takes forever, fall and spring it's like you blink and it's over. And those are the best 2 times a year.
Well, it's
'Cause it
easier
feels
to
good.
acclimate your body temperature to that.
Oh yeah, if it actually feels nice outside,
Nice.
And fall's just around the corner, isn't it?
Well, I
Hopefully.
can't understand people saying it feels like fall out in the air. I can't detect that.
No, I hope nobody said that because they must be extremely cold-natured if they said that. I've not felt it
I have not
feel
felt
like fall yet. No, not even close. Not even close on that.
But this is the
I
only
wish.
day. This is the only day for the next 7 that will be in the 90s, according to the television.
Oh,
It'll
is
be
it
in the
going-
80s.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that.
The next 6 days after today.
70s would be even better, wouldn't it?
Whoa, yes. I could say fall has fallen.
Yeah, that would feel more like fall there. I want to wish a happy birthday today, these birthdays were this week, folks. Yesterday, happy birthday to Tammy Simmons. Happy birthday, Tammy. Hope you had a great birthday yesterday. Big fan of the show. You know Tammy. Tammy Asbury, Tammy Simmons. Also, happy birthday to our producer's brother, Aaron Lloyd. Happy birthday, Aaron. He's been a fan of the show for a long time. He's listened to us and watched from the very beginning. Also, today, I want to wish a happy birthday to Cheryl Wheeler. Happy birthday, Cheryl. Hope all you guys had a great birthday yesterday or having a great birthday today. And that's some birthdays. We'll get that out of the way there, please. All right, Papa, I was handed this yesterday. No, today, actually. Earlier today, I was handed this. It is the Fall Creek Falls Community second annual car, truck, and motorcycle show. Yeah, and it's a fundraiser, and let's see, here's all the info. And it says all the proceeds are going to benefit the Fall Creek Falls Community Center, so that's good. It's going to be on Saturday, September the 10th.
That'll be a week from tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. A week from tomorrow, folks. It starts at 9:00 a.m. and lasts until 3 p.m. There'll be a silent auction. There'll be music. There'll be food, and it says T-shirts. I'm assuming they'll be for sale. It's a $20 entry fee per car or truck. $10 entry fee per motorcycle. I think I do remember talking about this about a year ago.
Really? This is the second annual.
Yeah. As I'm saying it, yeah, I think, I'm pretty sure we did. And then the judging will begin at 11:00 a.m. Now the awards to follow, it says top 15 car or truck, top 5 motorcycle, best of show car or truck, people's choice car or truck, best of show motorcycle, people's choice motorcycle, stock original class car or truck. So those are your categories there, folks. If you have any questions though, or you'd like to donate to this charity or volunteer, give them a call at 881-5154. That's 423-881-5154. You can like them on Facebook. And this event, once again, is held at the Fall Creek Falls Community Center. So, big event next Saturday, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Papa.
That's sensible.
That is. I agree with that.
6 hours, you ought to be there.
And don't forget, folks, I was about to say an early reminder. We've been given early reminders on this, the past few months. The Fall Festival, remember?
Yeah.
But now it's not really such an early reminder. It's, it's coming up on us. It's just a month away.
They put up banners today in South Pikeville.
Oh, I not saw that yet.
All the way across the road from one end of the road to the other.
Oh, I'm sure it looks good, man.
It does look good. It was done by the Bledsoe Telephone Co-op.
Okay, go BTC Fiber. Good job, guys. Now, here's some of the info for the Fall Festival, okay? Mark your calendar. It's going to be on Saturday, October the 1st. It'll be from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. right here in historic downtown Pikeville. There'll be live music all day long, vintage cars and trucks, tons of door prizes, and they do that. They're good about that every year. Vendors will be set up, so there'll be plenty of good food. Artisans, demonstrations by artisans, home decor, fashion, jewelry, organizations, a new and improved kids zone. There'll be a kids train, a kids puppet show, cornhole tournament. That'll be fun. That 3-on-3 basketball, heck yeah. I don't think they've done that before.
No.
But that's a really good idea. I like that.
It's on television.
Yeah, it is. You're right. And it says much more, because it will be much more. This is a big event, folks. and it says awesome DJ to wrap up the event. Maybe our producer knows what that. Okay, you don't know what that means. Okay.
They didn't contact me.
I don't know, but I'm just reading what's on it, so I'm not quite sure what that means. But anyway, I like the 3-on-3 basketball got my attention. That's pretty cool. I'm glad they're doing that. Cornhole tournaments should do well too. The vendors, there'll be all kinds of great food, folks, and it's downtown. It's always a good event. I think it's arguably maybe the best event each year. I mean, now I guess it's tied for number one now with a few. You got the light up, pipe. Well, that's really good too, and that'll be coming up afterwards. And there's some other events that are really good as well. But this is the Christmas parade is a big one.
Pretty big.
Those three there, those are the big ones. But this one is the first one. It comes first, and then the other two will be at Christmas time. So this will kick all that off on Saturday, October the 1st. Once again, it'll be from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. And BTC Fiber and Bledsoe Chamber of Commerce is sponsoring it, right? There could be others. Once I get those, I'll let you guys know. But we got a little time on that, so we'll let you know who else sponsoring this event.
Got almost
though.
a month.
Exactly. All right, Papa. Let's see what you got to talk about over
We
there.
have the 44th Mountaineer Festival coming up.
Oh, that's a big event.
It's going to be next weekend, September the 9th, 10th, and 11th.
All right.
And it is from 6, let's see, on Friday it's from 6 to 10 p.m.
Yeah.
But then on Saturday it begins at 9 o'clock in the morning, goes till 10. And on Sunday it starts at 9 and goes to 5.
Okay.
But you get plenty of opportunities to avail yourself of
Oh, yeah.
what used to go on, because you're going to have people showing you how people used to live in the past.
Yeah. It's very interesting, actually.
Well, Carol and I used to go to a place in Kentucky, and they would show you the way that people used to dress. They would show you how people used to make brooms. They would show you all the ways that tradition was carried on in the past.
Yeah.
There is an article, there is a statement here. Traditional artists stand between modern days and forgotten ways.
I like how
So
they
you were
word
going to be
that,
able
yeah.
to see a blacksmith in operation.
Yeah.
We used to have a blacksmith here at Pikeville. His
Wow.
name was Mr. Poff. And later in life, DeWitt Carter and his wife put a business in that same building.
Well, I remember them well.
Well, they put a little manufacturing plant inside that building.
I didn't know that, though.
But Mr. Poff was he was the one that repaired your horseshoes and or made horseshoes for you. Anyway,
Wow.
this is people like nostalgic things that they can remember. Maybe some of the people don't remember them because they've been born since then.
Oh, right. It's good for them to see it, though, to learn about it.
The horse and buggy days, people don't remember that. I don't remember the horse and buggy days.
But we learn about it.
Yeah, we learn about it. But anyway, it's going to be on the Village Green out at Fall Creek Falls.
Yeah.
Mountaineer Folk Festival is the name of it. And you have a telephone number you can call if you have questions or if you want to make donations. That is 881-5708. And this event is sponsored by Tennessee State Parks. I like that.
I do too.
And of course, it's
Noticed
the Friends of Fall Creek Falls. They're involved, as well as Tennessee Arts Commission. So you have three major sponsors that are backing this 3-day event. And this is another statement. The only thing separating the past from the future is the present.
Oh, wow.
The thing about
Never heard it quite worded like that.
Well, the thing about you and me as human beings, we can only see the present.
It's true.
God could see
Yeah.
all three at one time. He could see the past, he could see
Right.
the present, he could see the future.
Right.
Isn't that something?
It is.
Okay,
It
but
is.
they're wanting you to come. If you come each day, they'll expect you to make a modest donation of $5 per day each day you attend the Mountaineer Folk Festival.
Mm-hmm.
So please,
And it's well worth it. It really is.
this
It's
is
a good
the
event.
44th annual. That
Mhm.
longevity speaks well of an event.
It does. You're right.
Okay, also on the mountain, Mount Crest Fire Hall is having a country
Okay.
breakfast 2 weeks from tomorrow, the 17th of
Okay.
September.
Okay.
You may start eating your breakfast at 6 o'clock in the morning if you're awake. If you get there at 6, you get to eat till 10. But now you have to pay $8 to get to eat that long. Here's the menu,
Get to
and they
eat
put orange juice on here.
Did they?
I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Finally.
The menu consists
I love
of
it.
bacon and sausage, only two kind of meat that's listed. Eggs and hash browns, biscuits and gravy. You gotta have that.
Hey,
And then
oh,
jelly is also included with the biscuits.
Yeah, homemade jelly.
Then you have butter and coffee and milk and orange juice.
I love it. That's awesome.
The ones that gets the benefit of this event 2 weeks from tomorrow is your fire hall out at Mount Crest.
Yeah, definitely. And it's for a very good cause. That's very
Fire
true.
department. I guess that should be the way I address that.
Well, yep. And volunteer is the key word.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's for a good cause, folks. Well, it is time for your famous trivia, Papa.
I just have.
I always have to brace myself for this. I never know.
I've been working on sports.
Uh-huh.
It bothers me that I don't have a newspaper anymore.
We know, trust me. We know.
but I've got 2 pages of articles from television.
Oh, you can easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch ESPN and get all the news you need just at the bottom of the
Yeah.
screen. But of course, if somebody wasn't being stubborn and let me show him how to use the internet just a little bit, you know.
Let's
you
get
can
to
see
trivia.
all
Let's
that.
get to trivia.
Boy, watch him change that subject, folks.
All right, number 1. First one. Tossed blank, and you eat it with a meal, preferably
Salad.
Tossed salad. I like a tossed salad.
Hmm?
I-
Ranch dressing.
No, that
And
was
then blue
not.
cheese. I like blue cheese dressing. I used to hate it, but I like it. I've always liked it with like hot wings. Blue cheese is awesome with hot wings. It really is.
Well, blue cheese dressing, they have to use mold to make that.
Well, you know, you didn't have to tell me all that, but it's,
When I
I
worked at-
like it though.
When I was a monitor at the Hot Lunch for 7 years,
Mm-hmm.
the ladies there at the Hot Lunch made their own ranch dressing.
Oh, I bet it was good then.
And they made it by the gallon.
Cool. I bet it was really good, wasn't it?
It was all those that's all the dressing they got was ranch dressing. They didn't have a choice.
Oh,
Number 2, Jack Sprat ate none.
what in the world did you just say?
There is a nursery rhyme. Jack Sprat could eat no blank, his wife could eat no lean. So betwixt them both, you see, they licked the platter clean. If she ate the lean, what did Jack Sprat eat?
The mean, or the what? The green? I don't know. Dang it! Lifeline.
What goes on a steak besides the lean
The
meat?
fat.
The fat.
Ugh,
Jack
thank-
Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat
Oh,
no
that
lean.
made it rhyme.
So between them both, you see, they licked the platter clean.
That's one I don't know if I've heard before. I've heard a lot of them.
That's
but
an
I don't
old
know.
that's an old nursery rhyme I just made up.
No, did you?
Been around longer than I've been around. My mother told me that one.
Really?
All right. I don't know how to say this. Bad blank day. I'm having a bad blank day.
Well, now, Papa, that could be literally anything.
I'm having if a woman says that,
Oh, hair day.
I'm having a bad hair day.
Okay.
Women
Thank
say
you.
that.
Yeah.
Men don't
That
ever
clue
say
was a lot better than the original clue you gave me.
that. In the this is still a cartoon that's shown on television, but
Okay.
when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
this would be the cartoon that would preface a movie. We would always have a cartoon on Saturday, and then you had the main movie. In this cartoon,
Yeah.
you had a character, a little animal character named Jerry. What
Oh, Tom and Jerry.
Tom was the pursuer.
Yeah. That's
What
that's
was
a
Tom?
classic. He was a cat.
He was a cat. And
Poor
that's-
cat. He had a hard time catching
that's
Jerry.
been, that's been around a long time.
Oh yeah, that's a classic right there, Papa.
I was talking to my pastor today. When Mickey Mouse was invented,
Mm-hmm.
Walt Disney was the voice of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that because I didn't know it until you said it
That
day.
was in the late 20s.
Yeah, that is true, isn't it? I
He
didn't think
invented
about
Mickey
that.
Mouse and Donald Duck.
Oh yeah, all those characters. You know, my favorite cartoon too was the Warner Brothers cartoons. They were all good. You know, they were all always funny. But the Roadrunner,
Roadrunner.
Wally Coyote, I always felt for him.
I drew Wile E. Coyote.
You did,
And I
you
drew
did.
the Roadrunner. But Wile E. Coyote was the hardest coloring job I ever did on a character that I drew.
Oh really?
It was hard to get the colors of his stomach versus the colors of his back.
Oh really?
And then
Poor guy, though. I mean, did you not always feel sorry? I was like, can they not let him catch that dang thing at least one time? At least for a few minutes.
Well, aren't you glad that Tom never did catch Jerry?
I know. Well, he would catch him sometimes, but Jared always get away from him. Yeah, Tom and Wally Coyote, two of the most unlucky cartoon characters probably that there is.
All right. Number 5. A girl's journal. What does a girl write her daily activities in? She keeps a
diary.
A diary.
Diary, yeah.
she keeps a diary.
Diary, yeah.
I never did find Carolyn's. I'd like to have read what she said about me.
Yeah, you might would.
When I get to heaven, I'm going to find out what Carolyn and Patricia's been talking about.
That'd be interesting. I'm sure
Be
that's
interesting.
entertaining.
Be very interesting.
Yeah.
Next one. A popular canned meat that Hormel makes. It is the #1 canned meat on sale in a grocery store. It's made by Hormel. 4 letters.
I don't know the word you're saying, but it sure sounds like something funny. But
No,
I know that's not the word.
4 letters spells this canned meat that people buy and make sandwiches out of.
Spam.
Spam. Instead of ham, it's called
Spam.
It's got a little bit of ham in it.
Yeah. It's not now. Well, I don't know. Some people like it just regular, but now I do like it fried. I do.
It's better
good.
fried.
Yeah.
I like bologna fried.
I like it better fried than regular too. Yeah.
When I cook my eggs for breakfast, I always put a piece of bologna in there and I fry it
You fry it, don't you?
in the grease that I fry that egg in.
It makes it better.
But it's been around. But now Armour came out with the same idea, but they called theirs Treat. T-R-E-E-T.
Oh, really?
Treat. I think Cut Aid might have had one too. But anyway, Spam is still around.
Oh yeah.
Spam's still around.
It's
Spam's
not-
still around.
Yeah, it sure is.
Loch Blank Monster. L-O-C-H. Loch Blank.
Loch Ness Monster.
Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
How did you remember that?
Oh, that's very famous. That's a very famous tale there.
Okay.
It really is.
But
Kind of like Bigfoot, you know.
Okay, there's an article.
It's
There's a program on
enigma,
television
you
about
know?
the Bigfoot.
Oh yeah. It's pretty entertaining at times.
Well-
Finding Bigfoot.
People believe that.
Apparently.
They see little images of him and visages of him, and so it keeps the interest up.
Absolutely.
And they even say that the Loch Ness Monster's been spied here and there,
Oh, yeah, there's been a lot of sightings and things.
Sightings.
Yeah. And I don't know, have you ever wondered though, I know it's far-fetched, but how can that many people be lying because there's so many people, but I don't know.
What about aliens from outer space?
There's been way too many sightings of them, and I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say they're real.
UFOs.
Definitely, yeah.
There's been a lot of sightings.
There's too many. That many people cannot be lying. There's no way.
Well,
there's no way.
You can't put anything past human nature.
Right.
Whatever there is that can be done it's been done.
Any more questions?
That's all of the trivia.
Oh, hey, I aced trivia.
You did well.
Those were a lot more fair questions. Let's say they aren't so extremely hard. I like it when it's like that.
Well, you'll just have to take them the way they come.
I know. Trust me, I never know.
I do not classify them as hard or easy.
Yeah, but those are just those were the best ones in a while.
Best ones in a while. Well, I'm glad to hear you say.
Yeah, I'm giving you a compliment, so take it.
You're grading my effort.
That's right. And mine.
Do I get a raise?
Sure, yeah, you've earned one.
All right, you ready for sports?
Well, not yet, because we have to go to a commercial break. But I'm ready for it right after the break, though. I sure am. So you guys stick around. Coming up after the break, we'll have some sports of all sorts and some good old Albertology.
Don't forget, Tennessee played last night.
They did, and boy, did they play. That's all coming up next, folks, right after the break.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show here on Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV, and you're listening to us on WUAT Radio. You can also watch us on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Get on there and subscribe. Just because we reached our magic number don't mean we don't want more, and we appreciate all you guys subscribing, commenting, liking, all the above. We really appreciate that.
Hold down the negative remarks.
Right. Yeah. Don't need none of those. We also thankful to our sponsors, and we'll list them here for you real quickly. We got Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance. Go see Frank and Susan, but ask for Sadie too. She runs that place. The offices of Janine Boynton. I'm going to have to get used to this. Lisa Wheeler, Michael Walker, Farm Bureau Insurance. Go see Matt Massengale and his friendly staff down in South Pikeville. Right by Putnam Ring Funeral Home. And is H&R Block still in front? Yeah, they're in front of them, aren't they?
They're down there.
Nickel Row Antiques, our neighbor. You can come here and you have a great variety. That is for sure.
Keep you occupied for a long time.
It
If
really
you
would.
really peruse the whole layout,
Yeah.
you'll be here a while.
You really would be, and all kinds of options, isn't it?
Yes.
And also thank you to Morgan Brothers and of course the Bankwalker Brewery and the venue. State Farm Insurance. You'll see Nick Smith and his friendly staff for all your insurance needs. Also Milldown Outdoor Adventures. It's Lola's, and she's back in full form now because she's gearing up for the second annual Light Up.
Light Up
Popple
Popple
event.
campaign.
Yeah, her and Jeff. And well, you know, I know they're wanting to be on here to promote that again, and we'll gladly have them. But I think we're going to do it at the Redbird Manor, where his place. So that'll be. I'm looking forward to that. I've actually not been in there.
Well, I can't get in there.
Well,
I can't walk up those steps.
Well, I think we'll figure something out.
I was supposed to go over there one day to buy a book, and I couldn't get up those steps.
I bet I know what book too, Ruth Burton.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't there? You could go to the back though, where it's more level grounded.
That's my option.
That is that will be your option. Yes. That's how we'll get you there, Papa. Well, I got sidetracked here now. Let's see. I was talking about Lola. That's what made me think of that. Also, Collier and Company Realty, Michelle Collier. Go see her for all your real estate needs. She's a sponsor. She's also been a guest co-host on here as well.
She's a smart one.
She is. I like Michelle. Cindy Nipper's also a realtor with Remax. Dexter's Barbershop. Dexter's has been here for a long time now, hasn't it?
Well, he just works one day a week now.
Does he? But the business has been here for a good while now.
We have 2 lady barbers up there.
2 now? I didn't know that. I knew there was 1. I didn't know 2.
There's 2 ladies.
Okay, I like that.
Well, I go up there and get my hair cut because they're our sponsor.
There you go. I like that. Bill Wolf and Lee Station Baptist Church. Southern Pearl. This is the tongue twister here. Southern Pearl Florist Home Decor and Gifts. There we go. That's Tina Hurd, Tina Campbell Hurd, and that is in Leroy, and that is a nice place if you've not been in there.
They're nice to me.
Oh yeah, I like
nice
them.
to
I
me.
like them a lot. Hilltop Meats, which is right here on Main Street. Speaking of It's Lola's, it's literally right beside her.
Yeah.
Just a hop, skipping away, isn't it, Papa?
I think that's where the beauty shop used to be.
Oh, it could have been.
And then next door was the barber shop.
Wow, what about that?
See, Mary Ruth was
didn't know that.
She owned the beauty shop, and her husband Charles owned the barber shop.
Really? Well, that's pretty cool. And also travel agency. We've had her on here, Seashore Getaway, and she can book you a trip pretty much anywhere.
Adriana, I remember that name.
Adriana, yeah, because we questioned her about all that stuff, and she pretty much can book you a trip anywhere.
Yes, she can. She knows what she's doing.
She sure does. And now, Papa, it's time to talk some sports.
I have a few articles I
I'm
would
sure
like
you
to
do.
go over.
Lots going on.
My Dodgers.
They must be doing good for you to say that.
No, they're not doing too well.
Oh.
The ace of our staff was a fellow by the name of Clayton Kershaw. He's been on the disabled list.
Yeah, that's right.
He came off the disabled list Wednesday, pitched against the Mets yesterday, got beat 5-3.
But cut him some slack though. It is his first game back.
First game back, he had
After
a record
long
of
layoff.
7-2. Now his record is 7-3.
I'd say he'll get back in the groove pretty quickly, though.
On the Paul Feinbaum show this
Mhm.
past week, or this week,
That show's always entertaining.
let me tell you, he goes to different games and he pushes whatever school he's at.
He does.
Oh,
he
yeah.
does.
He knows to do that.
Yes, he does.
But he has a call-in show, and these people call him from all over the United States.
Oh, and they're some of the funniest calls. Some of them are. Some of them are great.
But I got on the tail end of one of his questions, one of his statements. His question was, "Who's the greatest running back in college football today?" Well, the only answer I saw was Vanderbilt's quarterback. I wonder, of the
What?
63 points that Vanderbilt scored against Hawaii, I wonder how many the quarterback got.
I don't know, because you know what? We even talked about that last week, and I still didn't get to watch that game. So I take it Vanderbilt won.
63-10.
Whoa!
63.
Whoa!
And
Dang.
another thing I noticed on his show, somebody quoted Vanderbilt is back.
Really?
I didn't know that ever got.
I didn't know they was ever here.
I didn't know that
For
ever.
football, basketball, yeah, but not football. And I think that's I think that's big talk just for a win over Hawaii.
I don't think that establishes you by any stretch of the
It
imagination.
definitely does not.
But last Friday night, Bledsoe County traveled to Moore County to play a football game.
Yeah.
We already
heartbreaker.
had a 1-0 record, and we wanted to stretch it to 2-0, and we won the first half.
Oh yeah.
But the second half,
it was a heartbreaker.
we got beat 33-24 to Moore County. So now our record is 1-1.
I know, and it was a much. Well, I mean that is a close score, but it was even closer than the score indicated.
Well, like I
Bledsoe
said, we were
led
ahead
most
at
of
the
the way.
half, and I thought that boded well for us.
It did. We was ahead in the third quarter for most of the third quarter as well. I mean it was a really close game.
All right.
And you can, if you don't make it to the game tonight, it'll be at 7:00 as always. You can listen to Mike and Bradley for the call. And I'm going to have the producer look it up because it has completely left me who they play.
I don't know.
I know, but I just can't think of it right now. But they played in which Moore County is Lynchburg. That's where they played last week. But I thought they done pretty good because I think Moore County's a pretty good team. They're no joke.
Well, if you would average 24 points per game, you should win some games.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Bledsoe's going to win some games. That's for sure.
All right. In tennis,
U.S. Open.
the U.S. Open, Venus and Serena played doubles yesterday and got beat.
Yeah, I wish they'd have won because I think it's the first time they played doubles in a good while.
In a good while, but Venus, Serena's going to quit. After she gets through with this tour of all the tournaments she does.
But she has found her game, I think. She destroyed somebody I mean, it was like Savage Serena, the Serena of old.
I think I've read or I've heard that that she probably will win it.
She could now. It's amazing because
Will this be number 24?
yeah, and she's not played okay, she was off for a year with an injury. Didn't return until Wimbledon. So she's played maybe 5 matches coming into this tournament. And so she didn't play that well in the other tournaments, but I kind of expected that. That's a long time to be off. But now what makes her dangerous is the more matches she plays, the more dangerous she will be and the better she'll get.
Do you think her coach might have had something to do with how much prep time she's had?
Oh yeah. But the other night, that was by far the best she's looked this year.
Well, I'm proud that I've got to see her play some.
Yeah, she really might win it now. I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, I'll come back to Serena again in just a minute.
Hang on, and we'll find it. Have you found that? Dang. just let me know.
Last
Okay.
night, Tennessee played their first football game of the season, young season,
It was fun to watch.
if you're a Tennessee fan.
That's right. If you're a Tennessee fan, it was fun to watch.
If you were a Ball State fan, you didn't get any enjoyment out of that game.
No, you probably
Although
changed the channel.
I guess they scored a moral victory by scoring 10 points against Tennessee. But Tennessee
I
only played.
guess.
They only played their first team the first half.
I know it. It was
They played a
impressive.
total of 4 quarterbacks. So that's how deep they went into their
Yeah.
lineup to make the game competitive.
And and tell them who one of the quarterbacks was.
One of the quarterbacks that played was Heath Schuler's son.
Yeah.
So Heath Schuler, we're talking about several years ago when he quarterbacked
Yeah.
Tennessee.
He was a good quarterback for Tennessee.
He was good.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I said on here that Tennessee would be wearing the smoky gray uniforms this year, but
Oh,
boy,
yeah.
they didn't materialize. It was bright Tennessee orange.
Yeah, was it supposed to be that game too, or do we know?
Well, all I know is what I heard on television. They said that Tennessee would be wearing the smoky gray uniforms, and I took
But-
that as gospel.
But they didn't really specify, I guess, the game apparently, right?
Well, evidently I misunderstood. I either misunderstood or
they changed their mind.
They changed their mind. Okay.
Meigs County.
Oh, Meigs County. Is it there? Okay, it's at Meigs County. That's who we play tonight, folks.
Decatur.
But, yeah, that's in Decatur. And like I said, you can listen to it here, 7 o'clock. Mike and Bradley had the call for you, folks. Hope Bledsoe wins that one.
Tennessee won that game last night, 59-10.
They throttled them.
Well, Ball State, the school Ball State, was started by the same family that came up with the Ball Mason canning jars.
I did not know that.
That's who organized that school, Ball State
Really?
University. It's in Indiana.
Indiana.
I believe it's in Muncie, Indiana. But anyway, when I was in the store, you had Kerr, Kerr brand jars,
Yeah.
but people didn't want those as long as they could buy the Ball Mason.
They're better or
Ball was the
something.
Cadillac, and
Oh.
Kerr was the Ford. And the only time I ever bought Kerr jars is when I couldn't get Ball Mason.
Oh, wow.
And they make their own can lids too.
Okay. That's
So-
pretty. I didn't know they founded a school either.
They're the ones that founded the school.
Wow.
Our quarterback Hooker, he threw for 2 touchdown passes, but he also ran for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So that makes
I like
him
that.
versatile.
You need that, I think.
Well, if you've got a quarterback that doesn't care to get tackled,
It always helps.
because
don't
when you're running the ball, chances are you're going to get tackled.
it? Yeah. That is
But he
true.
stood it in the end zone from about 6 or 8 yards out each time that he scored. So he
Yeah.
didn't get tackled.
That's true. But it tells me that he's not scared to get tackled, and I like that. It makes you a much more dangerous team when your quarterback can do that.
Right. And Tennessee rolled up a total of 570 yards.
Yeah.
It seemed like it didn't matter who he put in, we were able to control the tempo of the game.
Yeah, it sure did.
And Tennessee joined the SEC in 1933. I found that out last night.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
They've been a member of the SEC since 33. So
Oh, really?
in 11 more years, it'll be 100 years.
Yeah. And I guess, I'm assuming we're one of the original members, probably, aren't we?
I don't
I
know.
wonder when that.
Georgia Tech was one of the original.
Yeah.
And Georgia Tech pulled out of the SEC.
I know they're in the ACC now and have been for quite some time.
But they were independent for a while.
Yeah, they were. That's right.
I saw a program about Notre Dame, more than one,
Mhm.
and the general consensus of most of the analysts on television
Yeah.
is that Notre Dame is arrogant. And that's
They
the reason
do seem to, yeah.
they maintain their
Get a rap
integrity
for that.
by remaining independent.
Yeah.
And it seems like they get accepted by everyone they play.
Well, yeah, they do. Yeah, it's weird, because it's just their football team that's independent now.
Yeah.
I find that strange because every other sport they are in the ACC now, so
Yeah.
it's very different, isn't it?
The thing that this is just pure Albertology.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking one thing that helps them maintain their integrity to be independent is because of the broad scope that Catholicism plays on the whole country.
That could be it.
Not,
and they
not
have
just in the United States, but worldwide.
right, and a powerful tradition too.
Yeah.
Notre Dame does have a great tradition.
Well, you go back, some of the coaches stand out in
Yeah, they really
in
do.
your mind, in your
Yeah.
in the history.
That's
All
true.
right. Tomorrow we're going to learn two things when Florida plays Utah. We're going to learn two things.
Ooh, that'll be an interesting ball
I
game.
have wondered why Utah is ranked in the top 10. I'll find out tomorrow.
You will.
Also,
Where's that? Do we know that?
Well-
Is it at Florida?
I don't know where it is, but I
Yeah.
would think it's at Florida. Here's the second
know.
thing we're going to find out.
I don't know.
Florida is one of our opponents. We'll find out what
No,
Florida has.
I hope they don't have much.
I hope they don't either.
The Papa, like I told you, that we talked about Utah just a little bit last week, and which they can't help it. They're in a weak conference, and really that's not their fault, but they do have some legit wins, over the years.
For them to be ranked in the top 10,
Yeah.
they got to have some kind of tradition.
I think that's what it is. Because they pulled off some big upsets like 2 years in a row in bowl games. And I think that's what pushed them on the national scene is that.
Well, that's not common for
No.
Utah to be ranked in the top 10.
No.
But it is for Florida.
Oh, yeah.
And Florida's not even ranked. LSU's not ranked.
We got to figure out what's up with that.
I don't know.
How can that be? How?
Now, Missouri played last night.
How'd they do?
They won 52-24 over
Oh.
La Tech.
Oh, okay. Well,
But now La Tech plays some SEC schools,
that's true. Yeah.
and I don't think they're a pushover.
No. That'd be tougher than Ball
But
State.
Missouri rolled. They rolled.
Yeah. That's not a close
Pittsburgh
score.
won. They're number 17. They won over
Yeah.
West Virginia.
They had a good year last year.
Penn State won over Purdue.
It's weird seeing them do good again. They've not been good since Joe Paterno. It's
Well, now,
crazy.
is that where Vanderbilt's coach went?
I believe it
I
is.
believe it is. I
Okay,
believe it is.
that's right.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
I should have put this in the trivia. Who immortalized the three words, "Give him six"?
What is his? Is he a UT?
Yeah, he was a UT announcer for
And I
many
can
years. He
hear it.
retired.
Is his last name Ward?
John
Thank
Ward.
you. Yes.
I thought you would know that.
Yeah. He said that all the time.
All right. South Carolina Gamecocks made the news in that their
They did.
mascot is being. They're trying to figure out the name of that rooster. Cocky, I think, is right now what most people are saying. That's on the Marty McGee show.
Is it a new mascot or something?
No, I don't know why they're. But
That's
mascots are being just like Atlanta.
Yeah.
They had to drop their mascot.
Oh, now the Native Americans, I will say that's one. I don't blame them for complaining about stuff, and they don't complain a lot, to be honest with you.
Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
They're not the Cleveland Indians anymore.
Right. But I do. But now, most of the time, though, I don't like it when some of these places have caved on things that they really shouldn't have. This
Well, you
pressure
identify
from
with
these
the school. Can you
extremists.
imagine changing the volunteers from to
No,
something else?
No, I would tell those people that don't like it to get over it real quick.
All right. They interviewed Josh Heupel yesterday on television.
He's
yesterday.
done a good job, don't you, so far?
Well, I found out that there had been 5 Tennessee coaches that won 7 games in their first season. I did not know that.
No.
But he was the only one in this year's crop of first-year coaches that
Okay.
won 7.
I like that.
I like that. But anyway, Josh Heupel, he was asked the question, what was his impression of the Vol Walk? They always
Oh
walk
yeah.
to the
Yeah.
stadium, you know, and he had his children with him, and they were wide-eyed.
I bet.
And
I
he
bet.
said, his remarks were, "It's one of a kind."
"Oh,
One of a
really?
kind. He was really impressed with the Vol Walk.
I like that answer. That means he wants to be there."
It was something special. Then they asked him about this year's outlook.
Okay.
What do you think about this year? And this is what he said. He said, our expectation level is higher on
Yeah.
the part of me and the fellow coaches, on the
Okay.
part of the players,
Mm,
because he did not know the players last year.
yeah.
He did not have time to jive with them.
No.
And so it was not an established fact of
No.
where they wanted to go and what they wanted to be and what they wanted to do. But this year,
Yeah.
not only is the coaching staff locked in, but the fans are also locked in. They expect more.
Yeah, definitely.
They're not going to be satisfied with 7 wins.
No, because last year we were, because really they overachieved last year because he did not have time to do much of anything.
But it was an improvement of what we'd had.
Boy, wasn't it though? That's one thing I can say. I do not miss Jeremy Pruitt one bit. He's already, in my book, he's already doing better than Jeremy Pruitt ever did.
All right. Another item that I picked up on this week, they went back and interviewed Babe Ruth.
They went back in time and interviewed him.
It showed him he
I
being
know.
interviewed back in 1930.
This is the way you worded. I was aggravating you. What did he have to say? back
James
then?
Herman Babe Ruth was interviewed
James
in 1930. We were in the middle of the Depression.
Oh yeah.
He just signed a 2-year contract paying him $80,000 a year.
But that's probably big money back
It
then.
was darn right. It'd be
Yeah.
equal to millions today.
Right.
But this is what they asked him. Do you think in the middle of a depression that you should make more money than the President of the United States? This was his answer.
Oh.
I had a better year last year than he did. That's the reason they gave him $80,000.
That's
Can you
a great
imagine?
answer.
Can you visualize how great Babe Ruth would have been if he didn't drink and booze around and hang
Oh,
around and do
yeah,
everything that he did that was contrary to being a good
Yeah,
athlete?
that's true. Because
He didn't care.
he really did have a lot of natural talent then, didn't he?
He did.
He had some God-given talent there to be able to do all that and still be that good.
Serena, I talked about her a minute ago. She is right
Yeah.
now riding a crest. She is a 50-1 chance of winning the U.S. Open.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. At her age, she's
Well,
40.
Yeah, and she just had a baby.
Had a baby.
You had that, and then not playing for a whole year is extremely hard for players to come back and get back in that rhythm. It's tough.
She is so famous that she made the cover of Time magazine and Vogue.
Oh yeah, I didn't know she was on Time too. That is impressive.
It showed a cover of Time magazine.
Cool.
She's on the cover. At side view of her.
Yeah,
But she's well known not just in the field of sports. Evidently, she's well known throughout the world.
well they are. I'll tell you, and their dad Richard Williams played a part in that. He encouraged both of them to pursue other things too. And they invested in other things, and it's really paid off for both of them. It has.
Okay,
I don't think Venus will retire though. Like, I think she'll let Serena have her moment,
She
and I look
wants
for
to,
Venus
yeah.
too. Like maybe in a year or two. I would say.
think that's the way it will be. It's probably a planned out thing.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Halep lost.
Yeah, that was a shocker. I mean, a shocker. She is coached by Serena's old coach.
Really?
Yes, that was the first tournament that he was her coach, she won.
Coco's still winning.
She's still in it, and there's a few other Americans still in it.
I've got to hurry because we got to do Albertology and jokes.
Well, you have to, we're good. What's up?
Monday. Not only is Auburn looking for a new coach in week 1, but Nebraska is too. You got 2 schools.
Say what?
Auburn is they're looking for an athletic director, but also they're looking for a new coach.
I did not know this. I really didn't.
I heard it on television.
That's
I
crazy.
didn't read it. I don't have a newspaper to read.
That's crazy, Papa. Do you know why? Like what's going on?
No, don't know.
Keep me good. Keep me good.
I saw an excerpt on the Grand Canyon. It a whole program on the Grand Canyon. My pastor Jim Whitaker says of the Grand Canyon, he says it's the grandest thing I ever saw.
Yeah, I've heard you say that before. Yeah.
Grandest thing I ever saw.
What town in Phoenix listen? What town in Arizona is that at Grand Canyon?
I don't know. I've never been there.
Well, I've not been to the Grand Canyon, but I used to know what town it was in, but I can't think of it right now.
They have 6 million visitors a year. 6 million.
That don't surprise me.
Don't we have 2 million out here?
Yeah, I mean, Fall Creek Falls is very impressive. It's very impressive.
Of course, there's
tourists.
no telling how many go to Gatlinburg.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Millions.
yeah,
and
millions and millions. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to do the article on Skeller and Branch College this year. I mean, this week.
Year, you know what? Next week's Albertology, we need to do that.
Well, I wanted to do it today, but it takes too long.
Yeah, we want to give it. We want to do it justice. Yeah.
Okay.
So what are we going to talk about on good old Albertology, Papa?
Sam Walton.
Oh, okay.
Who is Sam Walton? Sam Walton started Walmart.
That's right.
Sam Walton opened the first Walmart in 1962. That was the year we built our house.
Okay.
Can you imagine how far he's progressed?
When that was. I know. Wow. It's amazing.
He took a gamble. He wanted to open up a large discount store in a small town.
So he took a risk.
So he drove down prices, making more sales necessary. That's the reason he built as large as stores as he built.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked for 40 years, which put you in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A new Walmart has opened up on an average of every 4 days since 1962. Every 4 days they've opened up a new Walmart.
That's crazy right there.
He came up with a plan of building his distribution centers only a day's drive from each store. So it didn't take him long to supply the stores with product.
That was smart.
But not all was rosy. In these small towns, you had merchants that went under.
And that's the part that I don't like about it. That's unfortunate.
Those are losers in the deal.
Mm-hmm.
But the consumers chose the Walmart plan.
Right. He was able to be cheaper than other places.
Well, they had large selections and they had lower prices.
Yeah.
So it worked.
Yeah.
But cancer got Sam at 73.
Oh, I didn't know that.
73.
Does his family? I wonder who does
I
now.
don't have any idea.
I've never really heard either, Papa.
I'm going to do one more, two or three more.
Well,
Ted Williams was a baseball player, and he was well known. The first year that he came up was in 1939.
Good Lord. Who did he play for?
He played for the Boston Red Sox.
Oh, okay.
He batted .327 in his first year and hit 31 home runs.
Not bad.
He established himself. He wanted to be remembered as the best hitter that ever set foot on a baseball field. That's what he wanted to be remembered as.
Lofty goals.
But in World War II, he had to serving
Oh,
in
yeah.
the military. And so he was a Marine pilot.
Right.
Then when the Vietnam War came along,
Uh-huh.
he had to serve in that.
Dang.
So you take away 2 stints in the military from his career, there's no telling what kind of stats he would have
That
established.
is true. That is true.
But his average for 19 years
Mm,
was 344
man.
batting average. He had 521 home runs in 19 years.
That's impressive.
But his career was shortened by those 2 stints in the military.
Yeah, just imagine what he could have done.
But he said that whenever he passed people on the street, he wanted them to say, "There goes the greatest hitter the game has ever known."
Wow.
He was known as the Splendid Splinter.
The Splendid Splinter.
Yeah, that's how he's remembered.
I don't
The
get it.
last time,
Hold up. What in the world does that mean?
he could hit the ball.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
His last at bat, he hit a home run.
Ooh,
The last time he set foot on a ball field to hit the ball out, hit the
Wow.
ball, he hit a home run.
that's the way to go out right there.
Now listen, I'm not through.
All right.
A heart attack killed him in '83. He hangs indefinitely upside down in the Alcor Life Extension Foundation's facility in Scottsdale, Arizona. His body is preserved, hanging
Oops.
upside down.
Okay, that's weird.
That's weird.
I don't even know what to do with that information.
Go figure. Nobody else. I mean, there's got to be somebody else doing it for
I
them
don't
to
know.
have a facility
Yeah.
to accommodate you.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I didn't know people actually requested things like that.
Johnny Carson.
Tonight show.
He started writing jokes for Red Skelton. Red Skelton was a comedian.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he was so good. And in 1962, the same year that Sam Walton built his first store,
Yeah.
that's the year he took over the Tonight Show.
Oh, okay.
1962. Jack Parr was the man that had been there for many, many years.
Oh, before him? Okay.
I remember Jack Parr.
Mm-hmm.
And he lasted for 30 years.
Yeah, I
as a
knew he had
host
a
of
long career.
Tonight Show. He did 4,531 nights of shows.
Cool. It was funny, too. I mean, that was a very popular show.
He was. He retired in 92.
Mm-hmm.
And his last show that he did, 50 million people watched the performance.
Well, I'd say so.
He died at 79 of emphysema.
Yeah, let's see. I can't remember how long it was after he stopped doing the show. I can't remember.
Well, he stopped doing the show in 92,
Okay, what?
and so
Didn't
he lived
say-
to be 79. I don't know
It didn't
how
say
old
the
he was
year,
when-
did it?
But
Okay.
Walt Disney, this is the last man I'll
Walt
do.
Disney.
He had 2 animal characters that he created when he was young, Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. I've drawn both characters.
Yeah, you need to draw them again.
And they became the most popular stars
Oh,
ever to come
yeah.
out of Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the 2 most popular Disney characters there.
Mickey Mouse came first in 28, and Walt Disney was the voice of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I say a lot of people don't know that.
Then came Pinocchio. He's the character that created Pinocchio.
I didn't know that.
There's going to be a movie about Pinocchio.
Okay, I've seen a couple. He likes to lie and his nose grows down.
Right? Then Dumbo.
Oh, that's a
Flying
good one.
Elephant.
Yeah.
And then Bambi.
Yeah.
Here.
Man, that is a lot of classics pop
But
up.
Walt Disney created them all.
Yeah, that's impressive. That is.
And then he switched from animal characters and he did Treasure Island. Treasure Island became a well-known book
Right.
and a movie. He did Old Yeller.
That's a good one.
That's another good one.
Yeah.
And then he tried his hands at amusement parks, and they're still around. But he
Yeah.
died of cancer he was 65 years old.
Oh, wow.
65 years old.
I didn't know he passed away that young.
I've got some
He,
jokes.
obviously, he was very talented.
Oh,
You know.
you better believe it.
I still can't get past the Ted Williams thing.
Mrs. Peterson
Yeah.
phoned the repairman because her dishwasher stopped working.
Well, all right.
He said, I cannot make an appointment with you after hours because she had to go to work. But she said,
Okay.
I'm going to leave the key under the doormat. All you got to do is open the door and unlock it and come on in. But now I want you to repair my dishwasher and leave the bill and I'll mail you a check.
Okay.
But I have a large Rottweiler and his name is Killer. But Killer won't bother you. Don't say a word to Killer and he won't bother you. I also have a parrot. Whatever you do, do not say a word to that parrot. Never say a word.
This joke is really funny. I
So,
think I've heard it before. It's good.
sure enough, the dog, Killer, ignored the repairman when he came and unlocked the door.
Right.
But the whole time he was there, that parrot yelled at him and screamed and drove him crazy. So he went ahead and repaired the dishwasher. And he's about to leave. He says to the parrot, you have annoyed me all night. Be quiet.
Right.
And that parrot said, get him, Killer.
He almost made it out there, didn't he?
Bless his heart.
Well, she did say don't talk to the parrot.
Speaking of parrots, one day a man went to an auction
Yeah.
and he decided to bid on a parrot. They said the parrot could talk. So he really wanted that parrot and he got caught up in the bidding. And he
Oh.
kept increasing the bid, but somebody else was bidding higher. So he kept on bidding higher because he wanted that bird.
He must have
Finally,
really
after he
wanted that
bid much
parrot.
higher than he intended to, he won the bid and the parrot was his. So when he went up there to pay the auctioneer for his bird, he said, I certainly hope this parrot can talk because I paid more money than I expected to. Oh, he can talk for sure. Who do you think was outbidding you? That's pretty good now.
That's a good one right there. I wasn't expecting that.
The teacher says to her kids in her classroom,
Okay.
teaching math, she said, if there are a dozen flies on the table and you swat one, how many are left? Tommy said, just the dead one, the rest of them flew away.
She can't say that answer's wrong.
Why did the fly fly? You remember that joke I told you?
Why? I have no idea.
Why did the fly? Because the spider spied her.
Oh, well. You dang right.
Flies are a favorite food of spiders.
That is true, and I'm glad they are, because flies are very annoying, aren't they? Those parrot ones are great. Oh, wait.
All right.
Well, tell us another good one, Papa.
One day a man was driving down a country road at about 30 miles per hour,
Okay.
and he noticed there was a three-legged chicken running beside his car. Three-legged chicken.
But,
He stepped on the accelerator to go faster, and he looked and he's doing 50 miles an hour. That chicken's keeping up with him. So after about a mile, the chicken turned and went up a hill, went up to a farmhouse. So the man was amazed by what he'd seen. He turned around
I'd say so.
and he drove up that farm lane to find out what was going on. He knocked on the door, and the farmer came to the door and he said, I just saw a three-legged chicken outrunning me at 50 miles an hour. Can you tell me what's going on? The farmer said, well, I know that. We've got a three-legged chicken. My son is experimenting with chickens. There's three of us and we all like drumsticks. So that's the reason he's playing around with genetics.
Oh, gosh.
So This is the only way that we can come up with 3 drumsticks. The man said, that's the most incredible story I ever heard. How do they taste? I don't know, we've never been able to catch one.
I'd say not. Oh, man.
One more.
One more, yeah.
A city man named Smith was driving through the countryside when his car suddenly stopped.
Uh-oh.
And he said, I've got plenty of gas. So it must be the engine.
Right.
He got out of the car and lifted the hood.
Yeah.
And he's trying to figure out what the problem was, but he's not a mechanic.
Uh-huh.
But all of a sudden he hears a voice. The trouble is with the carburetor, the bass voice said. But when he turned, all he could see was a bull. Did you say something? Yes, I said it was the carburetor, the bull said. The bull walked over to the car, peered under the hood, and the man took off for the house on that farm.
I'd
He
say
wanted
so.
to find out what was going on. He told the farmer what had happened. Is this a big bull with one floppy ear? Yeah, that's the one. Well, I wouldn't pay much attention to that bull. And the man said, well, why not? He said,
Yeah, talk to me, yeah.
that bull doesn't know as much about cars as he says he
Oh,
does.
shoot. Like it was just normal for the bull to be talking
He's not trying to cash in on the bull.
at all. Those were good. I love that. Those parrot jokes were awesome. God, that second one really got me. I wasn't expecting that. Those were good, Papa. Still on the road. Still on the road. The streak continues, Papa.
You like those?
Those were good. Those were good. Well, program reminder, folks, once again here on WAT Radio, you can listen to the game live tonight as they take this Buttsville County Warriors takes on Meigs County.
Meigs County.
In Decatur, as Papa said. Mike and Bradley will have the call for you. That'll be at 7 tonight. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. And that was about it. So we had a few events, but they were mainly coming up in the upcoming weeks, weren't they, Papa? So we'll talk about them again next week. But we appreciate you guys tuning in today, listening here on WAT Radio and watching on channel 18 BTC Fiber TV and BTC Fiber YouTube. And I almost forgot again, and you can also go to our Facebook page, the Albert and Billy Show Facebook page, and check it out, like it. Nice comments, that's fine. Anything else, just keep it to yourself.
My pastor,
Same thing with YouTube.
my pastor says about the Sunday school class that I do on Facebook, he says every once in a while some of his friends that are preachers calls him and says, who's that old gray-headed man doing the Sunday school class? I'm sure people wonder, who is it? Who
pretty
in the
good.
world is this old man that did it?
No, they know who you are. They know who you are.
Well,
that's for sure.
I'm known everywhere as Papa. Thanks to you.
I know that's definitely my fault on that. But we appreciate it, though. We appreciate you guys tuning in today, and
Yes.
hope you guys have a great weekend and great week. And we'll see you guys next time. So long,
See you
folks.
later.
Hey folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.